Well, it is good afternoon. It has just ticked over 12 o'clock on Sunday, the 5th of February 2023. Welcome everyone to Northmead Park, Northmead Reserve, for second grade game between Baulkham Hills and the Canterbury Vikings. Just give you a quick rundown of the Baulkham Hills defence today. On the mound we have Brett Ardill, hard-throwing right-hander, throwing the ball into Lachlan Jones behind the dish. Lachlan stepping up into second grade over the last couple of games. Great job. Over at first base, good left-handed thrower Matt Nixon. Second base being filled by Bailey Parcell today. Shortstop is Luke Clapson, and over at third base is Liam Padavan. Patrolling the outfield, left field, we have Cohen Wynn. Centre field, we have Shane Castle. And in right field, Akira Bastianen. Stepping up to start the game, Ruben Chepek for the Vikings. And we are now underway. Brett starting with a strike. Umpires today, we have Reece Callahan calling balls and strikes, and Michael Bryan on the bases. And a softly hit ground ball to Bailey Parcell. Sees Ruben ground out to first base. Stepping up for the Vikings, the third baseman, Jack Clapham. Another strike there by Brett. Good pitch there on the bottom outside corner, putting Jack in a hole at 0-2. Leaving that ball up. And swings through a pitch. Good fastball there by Brett. Just slightly up and in. 2 away. Been a bit of a rough season for Baulkham Hills second grade this year. A number of games haven't fallen their way. And another strike. Just start off the batter. It's very well done there by Brett. Working away very well. A very good pitch there. Well laid off by Mick Lavesha. Designated hitter for the Vikings today. And Brett throws a little bit of a wild pitch, catching Mick on the shoulder, putting him on base. Brett a little bit disappointed with himself with that pitch. Starting out with a pick-off attempt, just keeping Mick in check. Jacob Ingham now at bat, the centre fielder. Once again, Brett starts with a strike. Brett gets that one past Jacob. Swing, strike. Brett gets his sign once again. Vikings very patient, laying off that high ball, not chasing pitches. On a glorious day here at Northmead. And a swing and a miss sees the end of the innings. No score. Coming into the bottom of the first innings. No score from the Vikings first up. Just take you around the diamond for the Vikings. Rob Rosado. Rob Rosado is pitching. Ben King behind the dish, catching. First base is Kieran McFarland. Second base, Corin Bigwood. Shortstop. And a ball down low to Luke. Shortstop, Ruben Chepek. Third base, being filled by Jack Clapham today. There's a strike. Patrolling the outfield, left field. There's Lachlan Bulmer, centre field is Jacob Ingham, and right field is Cameron Ferry. Luke chases a high ball but fouls it back. Luke lays off the high ball, evens the count at 2-2. Very warm day out here at Northmead. Current temperature of 28. Big fly ball there. Luke over the left fielder's head. Trots into second base standing up. Coming up to the plate Left-handed hitter Shane Castle out there patrolling centre field today. Opportunity for Baulkham Hills to put a run on the board. None out. Shane takes a strike at the top of the zone. It's a beautiful sunny 28 degrees here at Northmead. Quite high there, but very well protected by the catcher. Good swing there by Shane, just missing that ball. Good fast ball through there. I was saying earlier, Baulkham Hills having a bit of a rough season. However, they had a good win last week over Cronulla. Looking to continue that. Shane seeing the ball down. Shane putting the ball into left centre field. And Luke Clapson very speedy on the bases, tagging up and advancing to third base. So a sack fly for Shane. Stepping in is Cohen Wynn. Cohen having played for the Australian under-23s earlier this season. Sees a ball out. Also doing a lot of starting pitching for the Blue Sox this season. Cohen usually a closer. Enjoying his time with the bat. Had a great game last week. He's fouling that ball out. Keeping that fastball off his hands, fouling it off to the right. Good patience there, leaving that slider out rather than chasing. And it just caught Cohen on the shoulder on that one. Baulkham Hills now with runners on first and third. Left-handed hitter Matt Nixon stepping into the box. Cohen Wynn stealing second base. The catcher certainly keeping Luke Clapson on base by making the throw up the third base line. Baulkham Hills now with both runners in scoring position. Matt with the fake bunt. Sees a ball up. Takes another pitch down. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Rob Rosado sees himself in a little bit of trouble here. 3 balls and 1 strike, although first base is open. There is 1 out. And Matt gets hit on the thigh. Rob just seems to be struggling a little with his command here. Let's see if Baulkham Hills can take advantage of that. Coming up to the plate, Jordan Castle, the designated hitter for today. Jordan Castle having a brilliant season this year. According to the stats I've got in front of me, Jordan is currently batting .538 and lofts one into right field. That's going to drop foul, just out of the reach of the right fielder, Cameron Ferry. Jordan with 14 hits for his 34 plate appearances this season. Batting in 7 runs. Leaves that ball low. Very controlled at bat. The outfield spread out. Jordan sees the count go to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 out. Jordan has an opportunity to put a run across the board. Check swinged on that one. Just fouled it off. It's bouncing off the catcher's head. Just giving a little bit of time to reset the catcher. Very good of him. Jordan belts a ball to deep right field. This is going to score at least 2 runs, possibly 3. Unfortunately, the right fielder with no chance to get to that ball that went flying over his head. 2 runs come across on that double. Baulkham Hills jump out to a nice lead. Stepping in, the third baseman, Liam Padovan. Sees that first pitch down. Takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. Toward the top of the zone. Again, good patience. A little bit too far inside for Liam's liking. Gets the call of ball. No urgency certainly with this at bat at the moment. 2 runs up, 1 out, 2 runners on. It's called strike on the outside part of the plate. Sees that ball down. Once again, the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rob Rosado having to work very hard here in the bottom of the first innings, having thrown a few pitches so far. And a lofted ball to left field. Sees Matt Nixon tag up and come home on the sac fly. Another run coming across the board, 2 out now for Baulkham Hills with 3 runs in. Coming up to bat, Lachlan Jones, the catcher. Lachlan recently played in the New South Wales country side in the under-18s. Hits the ball down the first base line, but ably collected there by the first baseman, Kieran McFarland, for an unassisted out to end the innings, not before 3 runs come across. Welcome back to Northmead into the top of the second innings. Baulkham Hills now with a good 3-run lead. Coming up to bat is the catcher, Ben King. Brett Ardill Ready to start another innings of work. And once again, starts off with a strike. Very consistent pitcher. Brett has certainly helped Baulkham Hills out. Pitching up in first grade every now and then. As Ben sees a ball down and out. A lot of Baulkham Hills first grade pitching staff have been away. Another ball down. Playing for the Blue Sox. We've had to call on Brett a number of times. Very capable. Brett's fallen behind here. 3 balls and 1 strike. A slower pitch delivery. Just gets Ben out in front, but rolls that one foul. Count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pops the ball up on the left-hand side. Could be out of play. Difficult there with the buildings and the dirt bins. Difficult for Liam Padavan to try and get that ball, which drops foul. Ben stays alive. Gets to see another pitch. Fouls another ball off onto that left-hand side. Just trying to find a ball. Apparently the one that got hit down the first baseline foul. Had a bit of a chip out of it, so I've taken that out of the game. Back to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ben lofts that one over to second base. Bailey Parcell to take 1 out. Bringing, I think it's Corin. I couldn't quite read the lineup sheet, unfortunately. Corin Bigwood playing second base for the Vikings today. Starts off with another strike. Working very well at getting ahead of the batters at the moment. There's another one on the knees. That was a good call there. Batter didn't think so. Very controlled, not chasing that ball, ducking away on the outside. And a slider away. Got a very weak swing for the second out. Stepping up now is Kieran McFarlane, the first baseman. Brett misses on the first pitch. I think that's the first pitch that Brett has thrown for a ball. it up, coming back with a strike. And a swing. Takes it to 1 and 2. Another good patient at bat, not chasing. Evens the count at 2 and 2. Kieran ducking out of the way of the umpire, Reece Callaghan, as he growls a very loud foul call. The ball punched into the ground and up off Kieran. And a very good call of strike 3 to end the innings. And we are back. Bailey Parcell, the second baseman, stepping up to start off the innings, taking a ball high. A bit of a late swing there. Bailey, one of our young under-18s. Takes another swing. Good protection there from Bailey. Had some bat on ball, fouling that back. That high pitch evens the count at 2 and 2. Rob Rosado back on the mound, working away. Good eyes there from Bailey to see that ball out. Takes the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And sees the ball down nicely for a walk. Very good and patient at bat from Bailey. Really wanted to get a piece of bat on those pitches that were in there. Ends up drawing a walk. Now batting is Akira Bastianen. And sees a ball out. Rob Rosado not very happy with the call. Thought that was on the edge there. Akira, also one of our younger under 18 players, looking to develop, get some game time. Just fouls that bunt back. Gets the signs. Called strike with Bailey swiping second base. Very speedy on the bases there, the base paths. Akira with an opportunity to move Bailey over. 2 strikes on him. Takes the ball inside. Rob working with the shortstop to try and back pick Bailey Parcell there. Bailey getting dirty and back very easily. Akira's seeing that ball down. Lofting that ball into centre field. It's going to be too shallow for Bailey to do anything. Good piece. One away for Baulkham Hills. Coming to the top of the lineup again, Luke Clapson. Starting off very well with a double to left field. And eventually coming across to score. Ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Allows Bailey to scamper over to third base. Fairly certain the scorers are going to call that one a wild pitch. Very difficult ball for Ben to try and pick up. And Luke Clapson with a run scoring ground out to shortstop. And Bailey Parcell, the lead-off walk, certainly comes round to score. Shane Castle with his second at-bat. Takes a good swing at that one. 2 away for Baulkham Hills. Rob gets a strike call. bottom outside part of the plate. Shane doesn't chase that breaking ball. Letting it go outside for a ball. Keeps his hands back on that slower delivery. Off speed. Just fouling it away off the left-hand side. And sees a ball up, evening the count up at 2-2. Shane grounds that ball over to second base. Can't boot the throw. That's the end of the innings. 4-0 Baulkham Hills. Back, top of the third. Brett starts off with another strike. Left-handed Lachlan Bulmer playing left field for Vikings today. Swing through that first pitch. And the second pitch as well. Brett's certainly doing well. Again, not chasing. Not being tempted to try and keep his bat alive. Lays off another pitch. Count evens at 2-2. Very patient there. From 2 strikes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And drives the ball into centre field for a single. That's the first hit of the Vikings outing today. Bringing to the plate Cameron Ferry, one of the younger under-18s of the Vikings organisation. Takes a strike. Brad turning to pick off. But Lachlan was back in safely. Certainly a young fella playing in left field would have a bit of speed on the bases. Want to keep him close by. One strike on Cam Ferry. A swing and a fouling the ball back. Out of play. Two strikes. And an off-speed delivery freezes Cameron. One away. Back to the top of the order for the Vikings. Shortstop, Ruben Chipek. Only one out, still with a runner on. Ruben swings through the first pitch. Brett fires a strike. That's two strikes. Brett's been doing very well, getting ahead of batters. Certainly not falling behind. Just missing on the outside. Very controlled there from Ruben. I think the umpire just signalled that may have been high. That wasn't a strike. Again, Brett missing on the outside there. Ruben fouls that ball off to the right-hand side, staying alive. Certainly getting warmer as the day progresses. Going to be quite warm for first grade. Up around the 30 degrees, I believe. And Brad tries an off-speed pitch there that Ruben just gets a hold of and fouls off left. Certainly understood he was very lucky to get a bat on that one. Appreciated the pitch. Ruben gets a hold of a ball, singles out into left field. On a line drive just over the head of Liam Padovan. Vikings now with two runners on. One out. Third baseman Jack Clapham up to bat. Jack, a strikeout victim in the first innings. And Brett continuing to pitch really well. Getting those strikes in there. Not quite there in the zone, just out. Swing and a miss from Jack. Brett Brett goes ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Baulkham Hills certainly looking to capitalise on a ground ball here. Or a fly ball to right field. Nice easy catch for Akira Bastianin out there in right field, holding the runner up. At second base, no advance. 2 away for the Vikings. Brings up the designated hitter, Mick Levesha. I think that's his surname. Again, I couldn't quite read the lineup. So Mick, I apologise if I get your name wrong. Mick got on base after being hit by Brett in the first innings. Didn't result in anything. Just missing on that one there for Brett. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still a chance here for the Vikings. 2 runners on. Designated hitter up. And Brett has fallen behind. Curse of the commentator. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Brett putting that ball back in the strike zone. Mick fouling it back. Righto, we have 2 out. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. You will see the runners going on the pitch. Mick stays alive, fouling that down the first baseline. Mick staying alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is down and out. Jacob Ingham up to bat. Swings through a pitch. Again, Brett gets ahead. Good pitch to throw after walking a batter and loading the bases. Jacob finds himself in a hole at 0-2 with 2 out. Jacob a strikeout victim in the first innings. And he knew it. Called strike to end the top of the third. We'll see you in a few moments. back. Oh, I think we might change Cohen's name to Magnet. That's twice he's been hit now. On base every time. He'd be happy with a 1000 OBP. Not sure he'd be happy about getting hit twice. Bottom of the third innings. Baulkham Hill's up 4-0 over the Vikings. Matt Nixon takes the ball high. Very seasoned player, Matt. I don't want to call him a veteran because he'll probably find out I said that and he might come over and have a word with me. Rob Rosado with a throw over to first base to keep Cohen Wynn in check. Cohen getting back fairly easily. There's a ball high. Matt now in the driver's seat with 3 balls. Matt just taking that pitch, letting Rod get back in the game. That ball up and in. With Cohen going, didn't make any difference in the end. With the walk to Matt Nixon, putting runners on first and second base with Jordan Castle coming up to bat. Jordan hitting a very good fly ball to deep right field to score 2 runs last innings. In the first innings, I apologise, not last innings. And Jordan hits a ground ball which gets through the third baseman to fill the bases. I'm fairly certain the scorers are going to call that an error. It was a hard hit ball. And the Vikings find themselves in a bit of a problem with no outs. Runners on all bases with Liam Padovan coming up to bat. Liam takes a ball. Liam with a sac fly in the first innings, scoring a run. Fouled that one back. Liam pops another one up, but back and out of play. Good aggressive batting there by Liam. Looking to put the ball in play. Try and score a run here. Good and patient, leaving that ball out. Taking account to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed delivery, gets fouled back. I'm having a good at-bat here. Curse of the commentator again. Then gets called out on a breaking ball. 1 away. The catcher, Lachlan Jones, stepping up. Lachlan ground out to end the first innings to the first baseman. Only 1 out here. Let's see if Lachlan can get a couple of runs across the plate, or at least 1. Taking a ball high. Showing good patience. Taking a strike on the outside of the plate. Again, certainly no rush. Again, Rod sees himself in a bit of difficulty here. 3 balls and 1 strike. With the bases loaded, a walk will score a run. That wild pitch in the dirt does bring Cohen Wynn across the plate. Ben King doing an awesome job. Ben King doing an awesome job of getting to that ball, just to hold Matt Nixon up at third base. And that walk unfortunately sees the end of Rob Rosario, my apologies. We'll go to a quick break while we get a new pitch. Welcome back. Rod Rosario has been replaced on the mound now. The third baseman, Jack Clapham, has come into the game. Vikings have taken the opportunity to bring their designated into the game. Mick Lavisha is now playing first base, and the first baseman, Kieran McFarlane, has moved across to third. Baulkham Hills, a little bit of control here now, 5-0. One out, Bailey Parcell at bat. Runners on first, second and third. Infield playing in. And a wild pitch there. Sees all of the runners advance, and Matt Nixon come across the plate. Vikings in a bit of difficulty here. First base is now open for Bailey. Good swing. As Bailey at 1-1. Bailey takes a good strike down the middle. Again, with a 6-0 lead, no need to go chasing. Ball high, evens the count at 2-2. And a good pitch, slightly up and in. Bailey can't catch up to it. Strikes out. Bringing Akira Bastianen to the plate. Akira with a fly out to centre field last at bat. Jack drops a breaking ball in there for strike one. Kira drops a ball into left field. Unfortunately, the left fielder, Lachlan, cannot get control of that ball. It seemed to spin away from him. The hit brings Jordan Castle home, and the error brings Lachlan home. Back to the top of the lineup with Luke Clapson. And the woes continue for the Vikings, unfortunately. The shortstop, Ruben Chepak, let that one go. A regulation play go through his legs, unfortunately. And Luke Clapson gets on base, and Akira Bastianen makes his way around to third base. Shane takes a strike, and Luke steals second, just getting in under the throw. Jack tries another breaking ball, just misses inside. Good swing. Ball just dropped underneath the bat. Two strikes on Shane. Two out. Shane gets a straight ball. Dumping the ball into shallow left field. Scoring the runners from second and third. We've batted through the lineup. Back to Cohen Wynn, who led off the start of this innings. It's a strike call on the outside. Well, I think the name Magnet is going to stick. That's 3 for 3. Goodness me, Cohen, how about you learn how to get out of the way of a pitch, eh? Anyway, he's on base, pushing Shane Castle over to second base. Matt Nixon steps up for the second time this innings. Vikings in all sorts of trouble. Current score of 10-0. Matt takes a ball down. Jack throws a nice strike in there. Get himself settled. Get back into the at-bat. Although the count is 2-1. Throws a nice ball. A little high. Matt swings through it. Goes a little high with that breaking ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out. Runners will be going. Matt pops the ball up. Possibly on the infield. And could not be collected. Unfortunate there. That sun is playing havoc whenever that ball goes up high on the infield. Mick couldn't hang on to that ball. Jordan Castle up at bat. Bases are full again. And Jordan pops a ball into left centre field, well out of the way of the left fielder. So it's going to be a stand-up double with all 3 runners coming home. The Vikings are in all sorts of trouble right now. 13-0 in the bottom of the third. They are struggling. But you've got to give it to Jack Clapham, though. He's up there and he's still trying to throw those strikes. And a beautiful breaking ball to get Loom swinging on that one. 0-2. Good attempt at a slower pitched delivery. Loom wasn't having anything of that one though, watching it down. Jack missing up on that one. Count evens at 2-2. 2 out, they've got to make a play. And Liam skies the ball and the left fielder makes an excellent move. A long run from where he was, catches that ball low to the ground in foul territory. 13-0. See you soon. Welcome back. We are in the top of the fourth innings with Baulkham Hills very well in control of this game at 13-0. Ben King, the catcher, is up at bat. Brett missed on that first pitch. One of the few he's missed. Comes back with a strike though. Fouled away off the left. Brett just dropped behind a little, 2-1. Ooh, curse of the commentator. This is 3 I've had. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ben staying alive, fouling that ball off, taking the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled back. Good fast ball there from Brett. Ben did a good job to get some bat on it, stay alive. Brett misses. Puts Ben on base. Only his second walk for the game. Although he did hit Mick Lavesha in the first innings. Good pitch there from Brett to get Mr. Bigwood swinging. Two strikes on him, fouling that one back. I think we're out of baseballs here. Wild pitch there. Wild pitch moves Ben up from first base to second base. Brett just struggling a little bit at the moment into this fourth innings. It is quite hot. Can't lay off that one. Swings through it. Bigwood down on strikes. First out of the innings, bringing Kieran McFarland up to bat. Lays off the first pitch. Got that one called. Catching the inside part of the plate. Just cracks that one foul. A little bit late. And a nice off-speed pitch. That was, as I'm sure that our first grade commentator would call it, that was filthy. That's 2 strikeouts for Brett in this innings. It's good. Lachlan Bulmer up at bat. Left the first one, which was inside. Takes a strike on the knees on that second pitch. Takes a called strike. Now down 1-2. Brett doing a great job to work himself back. And Lachlan swings through. Strike out to end the innings. Welcome back. We are now in the bottom of the fourth innings. The scoreboard is mildly incorrect. Scoreboard showing fifth innings. We've had a change of fielding situation here. Had quite a few changes. We've got the shortstop, Ruben Chepek. Ruben Chepek on the mound. Was playing shortstop earlier. We've got Ethan Toone. Ethan Toone is now at third base. Jack Clapham has moved over to first base. And Ruben gets Lachlan to swing over the top of a ball and strike out for the first out of the fourth innings. Ball bouncing in front of the plate. Catches Ben King in the mask. Good job to get up and go after that one. Bailey Parcell batting now. It's called strike. Bailey stays alive, fouling that one back. batting there to leave that ball. Bailey looking to get on base. Had a walk in the first at bat. And got rung up on a ball that must have just clipped the outside of the plate. Two out for Baulkham Hills. Bringing Akira Bastianen up to bat. Takes a swing at the first pitch. Takes a strike. 2 strikes. Now Ruben thought he had that one. Just missing on the outside. Kira hitting and popping that ball up. And Ruben running across from the mound to pick that ball up. Sees the end of the 4th innings. Okay, into the top of the 5th innings. Right fielder, Cameron Ferry, up for his second at bat. Sees a ball low. Score is still 13-0. Baulkham Hills well in control of this game. Cameron swings at a pitch a little high, fouls it back.
Has he won any? Oh, did he won the second one? Did they? Or was they together?
Cameron fouls that one off. Keep that bat alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a terrible swing there. And he did go around. Sees Cameron go down on strikes. Back to the top of the order. Pitcher Ruben Chipek. Fouls that first pitch back. Takes the ball. Fouls off, another fly, another high ball. Straight back. Brett continuing to pitch really well into this 5th innings. That pitch outside in the dirt evens the count at 2-2. And a good fastball freezes Ruben for a called 3rd strike. 2 outs. Bringing Jack Clapham to bat. Brett starts him off with an off-speed pitch that Jack swings way over the top of. Brett comes back with a fastball. 2 strikes. Jack just gets a piece of that, fouls it off. Jack holds up on that one. Again, a slower pitch delivery. Jack fouls that out, deep right field. Brett trying to get Jack to chase, not going after it. Brett taking his time to get the sign. Just misses down. That was a very close pitch. Well left. And gets him chasing. Into the 5th innings. Baulkham Hills 13, Vikings 0. Righto, we are back at Northmead. Bottom of the 5th innings. Baulkham Hills well in control. Luke Clapson up at bat, takes a strike. Ruben Chepek back on for another innings of work. Luke leaves that one down. Counts 2-1. It's called on the ball. It was in the top of the zone on the outside. 2-2. And a slower pitch delivery that Luke just dumps into shallow centre field. Gets on base. It's 2 hits for Luke today. Doing well. On base 3 times. Shane Castle up at bat. Singled to right field last innings. Shane gets a called strike, low in the zone. And a wild pitch in the dirt allows Luke to scamper over to second base. Shane pulls the ball over to second base. Shane grounds out. Second baseman just got the throw into first base. However, Luke moves across to third base on that hit. Very good base running there. We've got a change for Baulkham Hills. Isaac Dredge is coming in to bat for Cohen Wynn.
Hey, Dredgy! Come on, Dredgy!
Isaac watched the first strike and swung through the second one. Keeps his hand back. Fouls away. And Isaac swings through the pitch a little high. 2 out. Matt Nixon up to bat. Luke Clapson still standing over on third. Sees a ball up. Takes a swing, big swing at a breaking ball. Misses that one. And leaves that one Dropping away on the outside. And a much slower pitch delivery there. Gets Matt out in front. Evens the count at 2-2. Baulkham Hills still with a chance to score. And Matt rung up by the home plate umpire, Reece Callaghan, to end the innings. Welcome back. We have a change from Baulkham Hills. Isaac Dredge has moved out to left field in place of Cohen Wynn. And on the mound, we have the hard-throwing right-hander, Luke Hayhow, in place of Brett Ardill, who threw an absolute gem. 5 innings, no runs, couple of walks, 1 hit by pitch. Plenty of strikeouts, and I'm not going to go and count up just yet. Stepping up now, current second baseman, Nick Lavesha. Luke misses on the first pitch. Luke was part of the New South Wales Under-18 Metro squad in the recent Australian Youth Championships. That team unfortunately coming 4th. Very competitive. Games just didn't seem to fall New South Wales' way. Anyway, Luke's back up on the mound working for Baulkham Hills now. A little wayward at the moment. 3 balls. Needs to get a bit of control. Luke issues a 4-pitch walk. Mick having been on base every at-bat. Hit by pitch in the first innings and then 2 walks. Bringing Jacob Ingham up to the plate. Luke just struggling a little bit right now with a bit of control. Comes back with a strike. Gets himself on the board with a strike. Count at 1-1. Comes back with another strike at the top of the zone. Jacob wasn't all that happy with the call. Jacob, another strikeout victim. Unfortunately, not a good day for Jacob at the plate today. It's one out. Up at the plate, the catcher, Ben King. Been very strong at the plate. Flew out to second base. His first at bat. Very wild pitch there. Runner not going. Luke puts a ball in there in the zone, and Ben takes a good swing. No connection there. Evens up at 1-1. On what is turning out to be a very warm day here. Another wild pitch from Luke. This time the runner does trot over to second base. Luke misses down, falling behind 3-1. Luke puts a ball in there. Makes Ben take a good swing, fouls that one off. Got around on it, pushed it off to the left-hand side. Good battle here. Ben has been batting very well today. Wanting to keep his team in this game. And swings through a strike.
Let's go, buddy.
We have a change. Corin Bigwood has been replaced by Wes Novak. Luke misses. Again, Luke having to work hard. Throwing hard. Just needing to find that zone. Is that Nick Chappell? That's Nick Chappell, isn't it? DH. Wes fouls that ball back. Give that pen. Give that pen back to Gary. Sorry about that one, folks. Trying to do 3 jobs at once. And that's the end of the innings. Luke striking the side out. Alright, back to Northmead. Into the bottom of the 6th innings. Baulkham Hill still very much in control of this game. Jordan Castle been hitting the ball very well today. It's a 3-hit day for Jordan, dumping that ball into left field. Well, we do have a couple of changes, or at least one change I can see in the Vikings lineup. Lachlan West has replaced Cameron Ferry in right field. Unless Cameron has moved across to centre field. We'll check the lineup in a minute. Liam Padovan swings past that one. Let's see if I can get and Jordan Castle has been replaced on the bases. We have young Hayden Chappell in as a pinch runner. Yeah, the only change is Lachlan West in right field for Cameron Ferry. Liam holds up on that one on the outside. Yeah, Vikings are playing the entire infield back, not holding the runner on. You won't see any straight stealing at the moment. Getting very late in the game. And Liam goes down on called strikes. 1 out. Ruben missing outside on that breaking ball, just drifting away. Ruben struggling just a touch in this very warm day. Lachlan Jones standing at 3 balls and no strikes. I can't believe that he'd be given a green light here. And takes that strike. And a pitch in the dirt sees Lachlan take first base. Bailey Parcell steps in with a good swing. Good aggressive at-bats all day today for Bailey. Trying to just drive those nails home. The dying moments of this game. There's a breaking pitch that drops in for a strike. 2 strikes on Bailey. Only 1 out, 2 runners on. Oh, Bailey pops a, what would I call, yes, an infield fly to shortstop. Two out for Baulkham Hills, the bottom of the 6th innings. Hasn't been a score since the 3rd innings. That very big innings from Baulkham Hills. Akira takes that ball high. Akira grounds the ball through to left field, gets past second baseman. It's 2 hits for Akira today. A good game, playing really well out there in right field. Back to the top of the order for Luke Clapson. 2 out. Called strike on the outside on a breaking ball. Luke hits a fly ball on the infield. Caught by the pitcher. And that ends the game. A very big score from Baulkham Hills, beating the Vikings 13-0. Thanks for being with us. First grade will be up shortly.